Hello, Patreons. It's Julie. I have my cover, so you get to see my cover first. I'll have a video coming up of putting it together. I have already taken, and I went ahead and I've made a graph paper template that's the same size as the insert that I put in the center. So when you see the video of this journal, you'll get to see how I did that, or that journal cover. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold this in half. The template is one of the most important parts of this. Okay, so on this particular one, we end up with 5 on each side. I'm going to fold it up in half again this way. That's going to give me my very middle mark. So I do know that I'm going to use this, the center line as my center. And do check, because sometimes the two sides of your graph paper might be different, okay? I have a couple of graph papers that are, different scales of grid on each side. So, but this one does not seem to be that way. Okay, so I have 5. So the normal thing to think is that you would just go 2.5 and put your dot there and 2.5. But what I have found is that when I do the 2.5 and the 2.5, although that is great here, we end up with extra space for the journal to expand just on the front and the back. So, giving the idea of the space of this one and giving it so that it has, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So wanting to give each of them like 3.5 space. So so there's 3 space and a little bit. So we'll go 3 space and a little bit. And we'll go 3, sorry. That's 3 total space. So if I come in at 2, they'll be sharing 3 space here, and 2 and 3. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so how do I explain this? So instead of going 2.5 and 2.5, where this one ends up with 2.5 area to share its space. So, okay, so this dot is where our journal signature is going to come in, and as we know, it's going to go and it's going to expand out like that. Okay, so if we have 3 things that are going to be doing this, we want to give them equal space to grow. And I just think that our best bet is going to be at 2 and at 2. That's going to give us 2 inches on the front and the back to grow. And then it's going to give a shared 3 inches for the middle one to grow. I hope that makes sense. Okay, but that's what we're going to do. So we're going to come in on the second square, and the second square is how I'm going to do this. Okay, now I usually go up like 9. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip, because it's a half this time. So I'm going to skip up to the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to hold my finger there and count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And as long as I'm not like right up close to the top, that's where I'm going to be putting it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come in the half. Jump up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come in the half. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. I have an itch on my nose. Sorry. It made me close my eyes and then I couldn't see where I had started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come back. Jump over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come back. So those are where my my binding, where the holes are going to go. So we're going to come over to the 2 and come over to the 2, and we're going to line those up all the way down. And what we're doing here is we'll be making our template for the spine. Okay, so our template for the spine, and then this right here is our template for the signatures. Okay, so we can bring our spine back out. Now we're going to go ahead. You want to make sure that, especially if you've used tissue, these have had a full day to dry, so we should be okay. Let me go ahead and put that there and come over and put this one up here. Make sure we're at the edge of okay, and then now that we've got this in, this is the top. So I want to make sure that I have that. Sometimes it does make a difference. Sometimes you could be so different. 3, 5.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. We're even on both sides, so this time we're good. But sometimes it can be pretty close. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to take my pokey tool and I'm going to go ahead and poke it through and go around. And it's amazing. This is one cereal box, one piece of gift bag, another piece of cereal box, and tissue paper. I think 2 pieces of tissue. And then several layers. All those layers got glue. And I have a nice sturdy spine here. I'm very happy with what we ended up with here. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to all the places. Again, this journal I'm going to keep for myself. I still haven't decided what I'm going to make it into. I was thinking about a bucket list journal. But, I mean, with primarily French, Eiffel Tower, does that overtake all that? I don't know. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. It would make a great gratitude journal, but I am going to use, I guess it could possibly be the gratitude journal for after I use the one I'm making in the June Junk Journal January, not June, Junk Journal January challenge. So, yeah, so there we go. We just pull these off. And I have, my spine is ready. And I'm going to need Oh, you know what? I need to be more particular about the what I'm using for we can use a heart because we get to use these in our journal, so it's like, oh yeah, so if I pick cooler paper clips, okay. I wish I could see over here. It's so dark. Need to grab like a pop-on light or something, flashlight. Okay, let's just get into those. Oh, that's more colored ones. Okay. Not bright green. Oh, there we go. There's some plain old silver. There, that's a good one. Trying to find ones that'll kind of go with the colors. Do I have any large ones? Any large white ones, or no? Because I have so many paper clips, it would really suck to have to like buy some. Okay, so we got that one that matches. Got that one. We've got that one. Okay. I think we'll use that one. That one. This one's long and this one's long. Okay. So five clips. Okay. And so I have my signatures here. We're going to start with the one that I want to put in the back. Okay, so the one with the double, this one is the one I want to put in the back. That's right. Okay, so first thing first, we're going to go through and make sure that the pages are where I want them. For this, we can go ahead and use a paper clip to hold this on here, just so it doesn't flip down and end up getting in the binding. Okay, our double tuck. Okay, we want to move that up. I think we're good. Okay, so now we take this, we need the top. Okay, for this one, we're going inside this envelope and we're going to line up okay, so line the top with that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Okay. And this will give me that much, wherever that paper went. There it is. So I will have that much of a gap up there. Okay. I will have, it will come down that far. because remember the one for the binding. Okay, and then I'll just do this on all three, and that way they will be at the same place on the top. Okay, so there's that. We're going to come down here, and we'll use our heart. Use our little one. And our other big one to help keep the envelope where it's supposed to be. Grab our pokey tool. And I'm going to go ahead and do the holes first. Okay, and then I'll come back and make them bigger here in a second. Okay, I don't want to forget to pull that out. So I'm just going to come in and do the wiggle wiggle. So you get to use a binding kit. So you get to pick a string and use that. And you get to have a piece of graph paper that after you've used it to make your template, you can use it in your journal. And you get a pokey tool and 5 clips. Okay, and for this time I'm going to use this. I went to look for the gold. I don't know where I've put the gold thread, so we'll just stick with this. And we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, and a little bit. Okay, and you can also use that other paper clip for insurance. You can add it to the end so that you don't pull your thing through, because that's one of the things that happens when, for me, when I'm trying to find one of my magic needles. Magic needle being an easy threading needle that you just do that, which I can see I could thread these now, probably, maybe. Okay, so we're going to check once more, make sure that our journal is in the right direction. We're going to come over here, make sure that this is in the right direction. How many have bound a journal upside down? Put a signature or two in upside down. How many have done it in the last week? Especially in a multi-signature journal. That's when I find that I have the biggest possibility of doing that. So I'm curious, do you guys still want me to do the binding journals videos? They aren't getting a lot of watch. So I'm like, oh, maybe I don't even need to do this, because binding on camera is is stressful. It can be. I mean, if I'm sitting here and talking to you, and then it's kind of funny when things go wrong. It's not like I will bind and put, I will just bind and nobody will, it'll be a secret. It's like, how did that get bound? It's just magic. And I am going to go ahead and I'll post, if I continue to do them, I will post them when I do them instead of holding on to the video, because that's what's happening is I'm holding on to the video until the cover gets, till you see the cover. And okay, I just did that the wrong way, right? Yeah, I want this one to pull. There was a lot of slack over here. A lot of slack. Okay. And this will stay once that other one gets put down. Okay, so we'll come over here. I really like how the spine turned out. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay. So, signature number 1. Signature number 1. Okay. Okay, so now we can pull them. Okay, so let's pull this one. That was a lot of string there. Okay, we'll pull it this. Okay, yeah. Houston. Did I just pull that out? Oh, I see. Okay, so we have a problem. So we're going to take this off the string and we're going to pull this through. Okay, there we go. And we'll come down here. Okay, so we got to pull this one. Okay, and then we got to pull this way. Okay, we're all tight. Okay, let's make sure that that's nice and tight. Nice and tight. We'll go ahead and rethread. We can cut quite a bit off there. So we probably just need the 3, not the extra. Okay. Okay, we're going to come up under here. Make sure this is nice and tight. There we go. Okay, there we go. And we'll double tie this. And we'll tie it in a bow just because that's fun. Okay, and then we can close this up. And okay, we can close it just right to there, and that's going to give us 2 pockets. And do I want 2 pockets? I don't know. I don't think I want 2 pockets because I don't want more stuff to... I don't want to have to make 2 more. There we go. We're closing that up. But you could make 2 pockets right there if you... or 2 tucks. Okay. And then we'll decide by what we have, what ephemera we have, whether to cut this at the top or the bottom. Okay. But that is our first signature is in. Okay, and you see I'm going to have lots of space. Of course, I do have a good amount of, okay, that's our first signature. I've got stencils falling over here. Okay, so this is our second signature right here. So let's go ahead and we can pull our extra paper clip out because that is in now. And we can go ahead and use it to keep that closed. Okay. Okay, so checking our signature. Okay, this one has the double tuck in the center. Everybody looks good. Grab our signature. Okay. Okay, these 3 look good. This one can line right up with it. Line right up. Go right in the middle. Okay, is this the one that this is the one I'm having a little trouble with. It's a little bigger. I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. Everything is catching on everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut a little on that side. And a little on that side. Okay, so it fits in there now. Okay, this is our top. Goes in this direction. Okay, so now it all fits. Now it all fits. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open this. We have our double tuck here in the center. And we'll grab our template. This is our top. So we're going to line our top up again. Use our heart and our paper clip. Make sure this is in the center. Come down, paper clip. Paper clip. Pokey tool, make sure we're in the center. Pokey tool, hole, 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 hole. Pull our template out. Paper clips back in. this side. And let's make our holes. So in, around, round and round, round and round, round and round. Okay. My sweater. Okay. 1, 2, 3. A magic needle. So this is our middle signature. And okay, so we're going to come in from the center and the center. Whoa, guys. Might be easier to just go through again. Yep, it's going to be easier to go through again. There you go. Comic relief. Comic relief. Ha ha ha. Oh gosh. The sweater is like a magnet for this string. And so even the little pieces of this string. Okay, so let's do this again. We're going to go through the center. We're going to go through the very center. We're going to pull it through. We're going to pay attention. Wish that we had an extra paper clip for insurance. We're going to go, I like to go up. So we're going to go up. And up. Okay. And down and down. Okay. We're going to watch this. We just don't want it to get tangled up and get in a knot. That's the one thing that seems to happen is in the beginning. Okay. I'm going to fold that over. Come to the left of the hole to try and not catch on the string. We're going to check the string and make sure we didn't catch. Whoop, sorry about that. And come through here. There we go. Okay, come up through, check and make sure we didn't catch on the string. Pull this. Go towards the bottom. Oh, it wants to go all the way through. Okay. Can pull this to the side. Go to the other side. God, my thumb, I'm all thumbs. Thumbs and sweater. Okay, so there. Okay, so we made it through that one without any trouble. Now we'll pull this one to the left or towards the top and go through. You can check that one. We're good. We're getting so close. So close. I think we might do the tassel on Monday. You know what that means. And I already have all, I think I have videos for all of next week already done. Because I have, everything is done except for the tassel, the closure, the stamping and stenciling. Okay, so down through that one. I was kind of wishing that I had waited and put the Paris on after I did the binding, but I had already put it on. So I'm talking about the cool Paris that's on the spine from the gift bag. Okay, so let's check this one, because that's where that's where I mess up. See? Okay, so we just pull it out because it went through. We'll go ahead and come back over and rethread it. So congratulations to those that have finished already or are close. And also, you guys, don't forget that your craft with me will be using the digitals that I gave you in December. So the blue birds and bases digitals. And then if you are a Emerald Patreon, you received your blue kit in the mail. And so we'll be using that, and we're going to make a journal using the December Patreon. So, okay. I'm just going to leave this because maybe we'll do something for that. Okay, so that is signature number 2. And okay. So you know that usually I would go through and break the paper, but mainly I just want to make sure it's in here. How does it look? I'm just like blown away. Okay, so now we're going to come over here and oh, there it is. Let's see if we can stick signature 1 to signature 2 with our heart down there. Okay, or signature 2 to signature number 3. Here we go. This is our signature, first signature. We know that because it has the ledger. Or I know that because it has the ledger. Okay, now this one is going to have the envelope also. Okay, what do we got going on here? Who is bigger than... Okay, so our other privacy envelope is a little bigger. So we're going to cut this one off from the top. It's just a tiny bit bigger. So the bottom has a pocket on it, so we didn't want to mess up the pocket. But remember, we kept this line and continued it on that. I love the way that turned out. Okay, so this goes like this. Okay, and then it goes in that, and that goes, and that goes. Okay, now it fits perfectly. Okay, so that is one of the things you have to check, is that your pages, or I mean, if you care at all what those pages look like. I'm going to turn this way so that the plane is on that side. Okay, and I'm going to fix this. Now remember, we want to have the top come down. I want to make sure that that can fit into a paper clip. Okay, so our top should be even with the top. Top even with the top. Okay, we have Houston. Houston, Houston. Okay, we're good. So this is our top. Okay. And it's even. This is the other side of our top. Let's pull our template down into the crease. Let's go down here. Put this one in. Okay. Okay, my graph paper that I get to add to my journal is here, and I've already got my pages, which I had planned to add it in as a page, but I forgot. I could add it now. That's okay. I can use it for things on the inside, right? Like, okay, we got 1, 2, 3. We should have 2 more. There's 1, 4. Okay, we're missing. Oh, this came undone. Okay, let's check and make sure that we took them all off. We did. Okay, putting this back on, unless I have to end up having to use it. Well, okay, well, I know it's got to be around here somewhere. It's stuck to my sweater. Yeah, so I'm going to have to find that, because it's one of the ones that's the right color. Okay, so our top is even. We'll go ahead and do our holes all the way up. Okay, pull our template out. I like using an envelope in the center. It is a very clean way to do the binding. I found it. I don't know why it flipped all the way up there. Yes, I was looking while I was wiggling the holes. I was looking. Okay, so our string and the template, I can go ahead and I'm going to put it in my template drawer. I have a drawer with templates and small stencils, 3, with my new, oh no, that was the needle, wasn't it? You just never know what's going to happen. Okay. Well, it fell. I don't want to move anything. Okay, let's make sure it's not on the sweater. I guess I'm going to have to bring a flashlight in here. I'm a little worried about how I could find that. Okay, here we go. There it is. I need to make the kitty easier to get to so that I put things away. Oh, now it doesn't want to hold the thread. Okay, we'll try this again. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put this up here. Put things, all the things out of the way that keep grabbing onto me and my sweater. Okay, so this is the top. We're going to make sure that we put it in the journal. Literally, I think I almost just started this without moving over to the journal cover, I think. So have you bound a signature and forgot to put it in the cover? I have done that. You've seen it. If you watch the binding videos, there's a good chance that you've seen me do that. Especially when I'm this close to being finished. Okay. Cool. Whoa! Hello! It was not an earthquake. Okay. There we go. So you guys, my oldest son has COVID. So please be praying for him. He even knows, he went to a customer's house and she was coughing, and she's of course said, and he wears a mask, which amazes me for this particular son. Oh no, I'm not contagious, blah blah blah, or something like that. And he was so very sick over the weekend. This is last weekend, but he kept not testing. He tested, and he tested negative. And he finally ended up, and he just wasn't, he hasn't been getting better. He hasn't been getting any worse. Oh, I broke it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to thread a needle because I don't have any more of those out right now. And ended up going to get a real test because he needs to so that he can go back to work. He was feeling better, and now he's feeling better, and now he tested positive. So it must have been a different strain or something, maybe, than the test the test didn't know how to gauge or something. But so now my other son, because they live together, and now he's concerned because he is doing a job that they ended up not being able to do their work because of the rain had flooded out an area of the hotel that they were supposed to be working. And so he lost a week of work, which is really a bummer because he works for a private company, but during this process, the hotel hires them. And so he's an employee of the hotel. Well, the private company didn't go, it's not, because they're doing this big, humongous job, didn't go get other jobs, so that no backup jobs. And so now it's finally their turn, their crew, their turn to do what they're doing for this hotel. And he's like, I cannot be sick. Well, we don't want him to get it anyway. He has circumstances that we do not want him to. Well, we don't want anybody to get it. But out of all of us, he's the one we would be concerned. So that is, my sons are Sean and Jeff. I think some of you learned that in the birthday or the VIP, the November VIP, when we played the Julie game, and realized that I don't talk about them. I don't use their name. Everybody knew Amber's name, but didn't know Sean and Jeff. So, and I usually just call my oldest son my youngest son. So, okay, I'm going to pull this, okay, so that we get a little more happening down here. Did you see that? I did it again on the last one. So the last one, pulling it through also. Oh, did it twice. Okay, but we fixed it. There we go. Everybody's strong and tight. Okay, I'll go ahead and put this. I need to try that toothbrush thing. Have you seen the toothbrush thing? For threading needles. I'm hoping when our new Dollar General is supposed to open this morning, and so far they've not opened because something is wrong with their registers. They were supposed to open yesterday. They were not ready. And then it's supposed to open today. We're supposed to get one of their little produce centers and some other stuff, which is really cool. We've got 2 little grocery stores here. I like one of them. The other one I will not. I do not go there, except I've gone there a couple times in the last 10 years for corned beef. That's it. That's the only thing. because I didn't want to drive to town. And I wanted to make corned beef for St. Patrick's Day. I don't like the way they treat their employees. They literally yell at their employees right in front of everybody. And it's like, I just can't. I can't believe it. And I can't condone it. So that's how I protest is with my dollars. So the other thing is back then they were really bad about the dates on their food. And when I realized, it's not something that I've had to worry about. I shopped in a store that ran out of stuff constantly because it was a small town, and it was a small store for a large grocery chain, and they only had so much room, and so they had daily deliveries. But anyway, there you go. We have a journal, and the top all even, the bottom all even, and I love, look at how much room. Look at how much room, you guys. And that's just with the cereal box edge. Okay? The cereal box edge. I don't know how big that is. Oh, it's 2 1/4 inch spine, which is smaller than the ones I've been doing 2 1/2 inch spines for the challenge journals when I do I know a lot of you that are finishing have been really happy with the fact that your journal is not a gator mouth, so that's awesome. So the next thing I'll have is I have all of these to put in there. And I need to make things to fill all the pockets. But I do have some other embellishment videos that you haven't seen yet. So those will be coming very, very, very soon. So thank you so much, Patreons. This is my journal so far. And we have gone ahead and it is bound and determined. I think I need to add a page on here because otherwise it just kind of folds up over there. Could go ahead and make it a little, I don't know. What do you think? Should it be a so excuse me. So technically I have an edge right there. Okay, find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye-bye.